with lots of other market movers today. So let's bring in our Inez Ferre. She is at the NASDAQ. And Inez, you are looking at Amazon, Bank of America, reaffirming it as a top FAANG pick.
Yeah, that's right, Karina. Bank of America reaffirming Amazon as a top pick for 2022 for FAANG names, and also saying that it's a buy rating for Amazon. Now, what Bank of America analysts are expecting for the company's fourth quarter results which will be announced this Thursday after the close, is for the company to come in line with revenue, and also for a modest upside to its profit for its fourth quarter. Also, with the analysts there pointing that the first quarter, that being the current quarter, would be the low point for growth in year-over-year margins for the e-commerce giant, and trends should get better from here. Some other areas of focus, though, for Amazon will be the cloud, with Dan Ives from Wedbush writing a note about investors looking at the cloud and growth for the cloud going into 2022, and that will be a key area of focus. And I should also mention another note that came out from Jefferies earlier this week, and that being that Jefferies floating around the idea if Amazon were to perhaps increase its price for Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime was launched back in 2005, and it raised its prices in 2014, 2018 by $20 each time. And this, the analysts are saying, would be a good time, an appropriate time that the company could do this to confront some of the labor costs that it has, because Amazon has been paying some beefy salaries to attract workers to work in their fulfillment centers, and also costs related to its fulfillment centers as well, and as well as the COVID-related costs, which the company had announced last year to make health of the workers a priority. Karina, Alexis?
Okay, and then you also say Starbucks reporting, in fact, today after the close. What do we expect to hear from them?
Yeah, Starbucks will be reporting its quarterly results, and the street is expecting adjusted earnings per share of 80 cents and a revenue of $7.96 billion. Now, what investors are going to be paying close attention to when it comes to Starbucks is the Omicron variant. Did it impact sales? Did it impact store hours, customer visits, staffing also, and labor costs, of course, and the cost of on products, the inflation costs on products such as coffee and milk. Now, the key market, one of the key markets for Starbucks will be China again, as it has been in the past, and any lockdowns there. And Wedbush came out with a note saying basically that it's expecting a more elongated recovery as the international markets are an ongoing risk. Year to date, the stock is down about 17%. Right now, you can see it's down about 0.5%.
All right, and want to get a look at what's helping Amazon today. I know that they had a preliminary release of their quarterly revenue. This is one of those stocks. First of all, it's a meme stock, but also beaten down pretty hard during the pandemic because theaters were shut down. So is this just part of the reopening trade here, Ines?
Well, their preliminary revenue number and adjusted EBITDA, the adjusted EBITDA came in strong for AMC, and the stock today was up about 15% at one point. Right now, it's up just about 5%. But basically, the company coming in with preliminary revenue of 1.17%, that would be a beat. Also, adjusted EBITDA coming in anywhere between 146 to 151.8 million. That would be a beat because the street's expecting 82.4 million. Now, it's a net loss is expected to come in on the high end up to 194.8 million. The street is expecting a net loss of about 130 million. So far, this has been well received by analysts, but certainly AMC doesn't seem to be out of the woods, according to analysts. Akiko and Brian had spoken earlier this morning on Yahoo Finance with Chad Bynum from Macquarie, who has an underperform rating and a $6 price target on the stock, and he said that this was a strong EBITDA, a nice preliminary fourth quarter print here. But this doesn't change the story for 2022. And the question is, why did they release these numbers now? Is there something going on behind the scene related to the company's debt, related to the company's deferred rent? I should note that there are 0 buy ratings on the stock. There are 5 sells and 3 holds, and the average price target on the stock is just north of $6 a share. But certainly, this is something that today was driving the stock higher.